Hi friends, today we will discuss about the polygon, which is the chapter 1 of Manhattan book, which is generally used for the GMAT preparation. Okay, in today's lecture we will discuss about the different kinds of polygon, their perimeter, and how to find out the area of different kind of polygon. Then after we will discuss some question related to these two topics. Okay, so first of all we will discuss what is the polygon actually. Polygon is any kind of closed construction which is constructed using the straight lines. Please note the point straight line. If we are using any curved line, we will not consider it as a polygon. Okay, like a circle is not any polygon. Okay, if we are using only straight lines to make a closed construction, then it will be called as polygon. Okay, so the minimum straight lines required to construct any closed construction is 3. So a polygon which is made of 3 lines is called as triangle. Okay, so so triangle is having 3 sides. Triangle is a polygon which is having 3 sides. Okay, similarly if there are 4 sides, then this kind of polygon is called as quadrilateral. We generally know quadrilateral are of different kinds, like as a rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezoid. These are all the quadrilateral because these are having 4 sides. Okay, similarly we are having the pentagon which is having 5 sides, and so more, many more, like as hexagon, octagon, like this. So if a polygon is having polygon may have n number of sides. Okay, so let us discuss about the quadrilateral and their generally used types. Okay, so first we will discuss about the parallelogram. Parallelogram is a special type of quadrilateral which is having equal opposite sides. Okay, opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal and parallel to each other, as we can see in the figure. Okay, and one thing we should observe in it, the opposite angles of a parallelogram is also equal. Okay, so parallelogram is a type of quadrilateral which is having equal and opposite parallel sides with equal and opposite angles. Okay, then we will discuss about the rectangle. Rectangle is a type of quadrilateral which is having all the angles 90 degree. Okay, and opposite sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side, and similarly this side is equal to this side. Square is a type of quadrilateral which is having all 4 sides equal, and each and every angle is 90 degree. Okay, so rhombus is a type of quadrilateral in which all sides are equal, but the one thing we should observe that angle is not 90, like as in square all sides are equal but each angle is also 90, but in rhombus sides are equal but angle is not 90. Okay, but opposite angles are equal. These are not 90 but equal. This angle is equal to this angle. It's not 90. If these angles are 90, then it will become a square. Okay, in rhombus opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are also equal but not 90. Okay, trapezoid type of quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel. One pair of opposite sides is parallel. Okay, like as in this top and bottom sides are parallel to each other. Okay, right? So these are generally known quadrilateral. Okay, now we will discuss about the interior angle of any quadrilateral. We all know that triangle is having the sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, if we add all these 3 angles, like as A, B, C are 3 angles, then angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. So this is the sum of all interior angles of a triangle. Okay, similarly in quadrilateral, sum of all interior angles is what? For example, angle A plus B plus C plus D. These are the 4 interior angles of a quadrilateral. So this is equal to 360. Why this is equal to 360? Because we can convert this this quadrilateral into two triangles. Okay, so we know this is triangle 1 and this is triangle 2. As we discussed earlier, sum of the all interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. So this is 180 degree and this is 180 degree. So this quadrilateral is made of two triangles. So the sum of all the interior angle of a quadrilateral will be 360 degree. Okay, this is very basic things all know. Okay, similarly we have to find out the sum of all the interior angles of a pentagon. So how we will find it? Okay, so we can convert this figure into one triangle and one quadrilateral. Okay, these are four sides of this quadrilateral. Okay, so sum of all the interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degree and sum of all the interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. So sum of all the interior angle like as A plus B plus C plus D plus E will be what? 180 degree plus 360 degree. So what is this? What is this? This is 540 degree. So sum of all the interior angle of a pentagon is 540 degree. Correct? So similarly we can find out the sum of all the interior angle of any polygon by converting that into triangles. Okay, triangles or quadrilateral, whatever construction you can convert that. Okay, so now the question is how can we find out the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon? See, here one hexagon is given to you. Okay, so you have to find out the sum of interior angles of all the of this hexagon. So what we will do, we will convert this into two quadrilateral. So this is one quadrilateral and this is the another quadrilateral. So we know the sum of all the interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360 and similarly this is 360. So sum of all the angles of a hexagon A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F will be what? 360 degree plus 360 degree. This is what? 720 degree. Okay. So also we can convert, if we don't know the sum of all the interior angle of a quadrilateral, we can convert this into the four triangles. So 180 multiplied by 4 will also come to 720 degree. Okay, so what we observe here, if we want to find out the sum of the interior angle of a polygon of side n, then this is equal to sum of interior angles is equal to side minus 2 multiply by 180 degree. So this is the general formula for sum of the interior angles of any kind of polygon. Okay, like as for triangle we are having three sides and the sum of the interior angle is 180 degree. How? Our formula is n minus 2 into 180 degree. So n is 3 minus 2 into what? 180 degree. So this is what? 1 into 180 degree, that is 180 degree. Similarly we want to find out the sum of the interior angle of a pentagon. So pentagon is having what? 5 sides. Okay, so n is equal to what? For a pentagon n is equal to what? 5. So 5 minus 2 into 180 degree. So what is this? 3 into 180 degree. So what it will come? 540 degree. Okay, so if we want to find out the sum of all interior angles of a polygon, so the formula will be side minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, got it? Okay, now we will discuss about the perimeter and area of any polygon. Okay, so this is the triangle. What is area? Area is you can consider the if you want to paint this triangle, so how much paint is required, that is the area. Okay, so this is the area, this is shaded part is called as the area. Okay, so okay, this is the area and the perimeter is what? Perimeter is the wire required to cover this triangle. Okay, the boundaries, ultimately we can say the length of all the boundaries is called as the perimeter, and area is whatever we can paint inside this boundary is called as the area, like is this shaded portion. Okay, so in this triangle the perimeter will be what? Perimeter will be what? Sum of all the sides, that is 8 plus 10 plus 6. Okay, so this is what? This is 24 meter, whatever unit is given, meter, kilometer, centimeter, inch. So this will be the perimeter. Okay, similarly in this rectangle, what will be the perimeter? Okay, this is the rectangle, it means opposite sides are equal. So if this is 4, it means what? This is also 4 and this is also 13. Okay, so perimeter is 4 plus 13 plus 4 plus 13. So this is what? 13 plus 4 is 17. This is 34. Okay, this is the perimeter. Now the question is how we will calculate the area. Okay, so the area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height, that is 1 by 2. Base is what? Base is this 6. Okay, 6 is the base over here, and height is what? Perpendicular on this base. This is 8 over here given. So area is, base is 6 and height is 8. So this is 2, 3 just 6. Area will come into 24. Okay, similarly if we want to calculate the area of this rectangle, then area of a rectangle is what? Length into breadth. So length is 4 and breadth is 13. So area will come out to be 52. Okay, this is 52. Got it? So the area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height, and area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Okay, if we want to prove why this is length into breadth, we can convert this rectangle into two triangle. Then we can add area of this triangle and area of this triangle. Okay, as we know, area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height, 4 into 13. Okay, similarly for this triangle, area will be 4 into 13 divided by 1 by 2, 1 by 2 base into height. So multiply, we have to double this. So this 2 will cancel out and this will come to 52. Okay, it's proof, like as we can convert any rectangle into two triangles. Fine. So what we learn over here, the area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height, and area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Okay, now we have to find out some areas of different kind of polygons. Like as rectangle is a regular quadrilateral. If you are given some quadrilateral like this is a trapezoid. Okay, you can see this is a trapezoid. You have to find out the area of this trapezoid. Then how you will find out the area? Okay, so the formula for find out the area of a trapezoid is sum of base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 multiply by height. Okay, here base 1 is this 6 and base 2 is 18 and height is 8. So if we are putting this into the formula, base 1 is 6, base 2 is 18 divided by 2 multiply by height is what? 8. So this will come 18 plus 6 24 divided by 2, 24 divided by 2 is 12 multiply by 8, so it will come 96. So this is the area, whatever is the unit, this is unit square. Okay, kindly take care for the unit. Generally sometimes in GMAT they will give options which are not in square units. Okay, unit may be different, so we have to cross out that option. Okay, for area unit is unit square. Okay, So this so the area of a trapezoid is sum of the bases. Okay, base matlab parallel side will be considered always as a base. Sum of the parallel side divided by 2 multiply by height. So it will give you the area of a trapezoid. Okay, similarly we have to find out the area of this. This is what, these are parallel side, this is a parallelogram. We have to find out the area of this parallelogram. How we will find out the area of a parallelogram? Okay, so the area of a parallelogram is base into height. Okay, this is called a altitude. If we are putting a perpendicular line on base, it will called as height or altitude, whatever you want. So area of a parallelogram will be base into height or altitude, whatever you want to say it. Okay, so what is base over here? 5, and what is height is 9. So area will come into 45 unit square. Okay, now another question is giving, this is a rhombus given to you. Okay, you have to find out the area. These are two diagonals who is having length 6 and 8 and one side is 5. Okay, now you have to find out the area of a rhombus. Okay, so we know the area formula for area of a rhombus is 1 by 2 diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. So here diagonal 1 is 8 and diagonal 2 is 6. So this is 4 time cancel. So this is 24. So this is the area of a rhombus. Area of a rhombus is what? 1 by 2 diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Okay, area of a parallelogram is base into height, and area of a trapezoid is, as we are having two bases in the trapezoid, add these two bases divided by 2 and then multiply by height. Okay, so you will calculate the area. Fine. So now the question is why for this trapezoid this formula is correct. If somebody is asking why this is correct, I am not agree with this formula. How can we prove this is the correct formula to find out the area of a trapezoid? Okay, fine. Let us see. Okay, for example, if I am putting a perpendicular on the base, okay, so this will become what? 6, as this is 6, so this length is 6 from this point to this point. Okay, this is 8 is given to you, this is 10 hypotenuse. Okay, so this triangle is a what? This is a right angle triangle, so this will come out to be 6. Fine. So this is 8, then this length will be 8 because these are equal. Okay, so this is 8, this is 10, so this is come out to be 6. So what we are having here, this is one triangle, this is rectangle, okay, and this is triangle 2. If we add the area of these three constructions, we will find out the area of the trapezoid. Okay, so area of triangle 1 is what? 1 by 2, base 6, height 10. Area of rectangle is what? 8 into 6. Area of triangle 2 is what? 1 by 2, base into height is here 8, base into height. So what it will come? This is 3 time cancel, this is 24. Fine, this is 48 and this is 24. So what is it? Is 96, which is comes our answer earlier. Okay, so if you find out the area of any kind of quadrilateral, the basic thing is you can convert that into a triangles. Okay, triangles or rectangle, you can convert that, and then also after adding all the area of all triangles, you can find out the area of that polygon. Okay, fine. Similarly, if somebody is asking why this area of a rhombus is 1 by 2 diagonal 1 into diagonal 2, so let us have a quick proof of it. Okay, In rhombus we know the opposite sides are equal. This and this and this. Okay, all four sides are equal. Okay, so what is happening, this diagonals are converting, okay, diagonals are converting whole construction in a four triangles. Okay, and one more property we know, that both the diagonals cut at 90 degree. Okay, in rhombus both the diagonals cut at 90. So this is what, this is a right angle triangle, this is a right angle triangles. Okay, they cut at 90 degree and bisect each other. Okay, so this is 6, full length is 6, so this is what, if bisect each other it means what, this is 3 and this is 3, this full is 8, so it means this 4, this 4. Okay, this is 3, this is 4, this is what, 5, as it is given to you, side is 5 na, this is given to you. So area of triangle will be what, 1 by 2, base is 4, height is 3, so 6. How many triangle we are having? 4, so it will come out to be 24. Similar answer we are getting earlier. Okay, so we can prove for any kind of polygon by converting that figure into smaller triangles. Okay, so let us summarize all the areas of different kind of polygon which are generally asked in various examinations. Okay, so this is area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base into height, we know. Area of a rectangle is length into width. Okay, area of a parallelogram is base into height. Okay, area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2, basically sum of the base divided by 2 multiplied by height. And area of a rhombus is sum of the diagonals divided by 2. Okay, fine. Area of a rhombus is this is sorry written wrongly over here, diagonals ka multiply, diagonals ka multiply means diagonal 1 multiply by diagonal 2. Okay, and divided by 2 it will come that. Okay, so this is multiply by, not summation sign, it is 1 by 2 diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Okay, so let us have this is all about the theory part for today. So now we will do some basic problem which are asked in Manhattan book used for GMAT examination. Okay, so the first problem is a pentagon has 3 sides with length x and 2 sides with length 3x. Okay, if x is 2 by 3 of an inch, what is the perimeter of the pentagon? Okay, so what is given over here? Let us solve this question. A pentagon is having pentagon, it means what, 5 sides total. Okay, so the perimeter is what, summation of all the 5 sides will be the perimeter. Okay, we are giving 3 sides with length x, so 3 sides is what, x plus x plus x, it means 3x. 3 side with length x, so the perimeter for these 3 sides will be what, 3x. And 2 sides with the length 3x, 3x plus 3x is equal to what, 2 into 3x, this is 6x. Okay, 3 sides of length x each and 2 sides with length 3x each, so the perimeter is what, summation of all these sides, 3x plus 2 into 3x. Okay, what v is given, value of x is here 2 by 3, so 3 into 2 by 3 plus 2, 3 into x ki value is what, 2 by 3, so 3 is 3 cancel out, 3 is 3 cancel out, what is remaining, 2 plus 4, 2 2s are 4, so this is 6 inch. Unit is given, means please take care for the units. So this is a very basic question. Okay, let us discuss the next question. Here what is given? ABCD is a quadrilateral with AB parallel to CD. Basically what they are saying, AB is parallel to CD. This AB is parallel to what? CD. E is a point between C and D such that AE represent the height of ABCD. So this AE represent the height of this ABCD. This is what? This is the trapezoid. This is a kind of trapezoid. Okay. So we know the formula of finding the area of a trapezoid is what? Base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 multiplied by height. Okay. Fine. Then what else is giving? E is the midpoint of CD. So this length is equal to this length. If E is the midpoint of CD, by figure it is not clearly visible over here, but we have to consider the data. ED is equal to EC because E is the midpoint of DC. Okay. If AB is the 4 inch, AB is given what? 4. AB is the 4 inch long, AE is 5 inch, and the area of triangle AED. So we have given the what? Area. Area of this triangle is 12.5 square inch. What is the area of ABCD? So our target is to find out the area of ABCD. Okay, fine, correct. So we know the area of a trapezoid is what? Base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 and multiply by height. So this is the formula for area of a trapezoid. What we are given? Height is given to you, that is 5. Okay. Base 1 AB is given to you. Base 1 is 4 to you. Base 2 you have to find out. If you find out the base 2, then you can find out the area of this given trapezoid. Okay, so what else data is given? We are giving area of triangle ADE is what? 12.5. That is what? 25 by 2. So we know what is area of a triangle? Area of a triangle is 1 by 2 base. Base is what? DE into height. Height is what? AE. Okay, this is what? 1 by 2 DE. DE is our target to find out. Okay, height is what? 5, and this is given to equivalent to 25 by 2. So this 2 and 2 cancel out. 5 5s are 25. So DE is come out to be 5. Okay, so we will put this is DE was. DE is this length. This is 5, and we know DE is equal to EC. This is 5. So this total length is what? 10. So we got the value of base 2. This is 10. So our area will be base 1. Base 1 is given to us 4 plus this is plus base 2 10 divided by 2 multiply by height. This is 5. So this is what? 7 multiplied by 5. So this is 35. Whatever is the unit, inch square. 35 inch square will be the answer. Okay. This is a very common question, very normal question. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Okay. Next, what is given? Question is saying, if perimeter of a rectangular flower bed is 30 feet and its area is 44 square feet, what is the length of each of its shorter side? Okay, so we are having one rectangular flower bed. This is rectangular flower bed. We know in rectangle opposite sides are equal. If this is A, this is A. If this is B, then this is B. Okay, what we are giving? Perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangular is what? Sum of all the sides. means 2a plus 2b. This is 2a plus b. Sum means a plus b plus a plus a, 2a plus 2b. Okay. Area of a rectangle is length to width, that is a into b. Okay. So perimeter is given to us 30 and the area is given to us 44. Okay. So if I am cancelling this 2, so this will come to be 15. Okay. So we are having multiplication of two numbers, a into b is 44 and summation of these two numbers is 15. So what is the possibility of a and b? A can be 11 and b can be 4, because 11 plus 4 is 15 and 11 into 4 is 44. So the sides will be 11 and 4, but he is asking the shorter side, so shorter side will be 4. Got it? Let's move to next question. Next question is 40% of Andrea's living room floor is covered by a carpet that is 4 feet by 9 feet. What is the area of her living room? Okay, we are having a living room in which 40% part of this living room, let's say this is 40% part, this is covered by a carpet which is 4 feet long and 9 feet wide. Okay, and this is 40% of the total area. So we have to find out this total area of this living room. Okay, so what is the 40% area? 40% is 36 square feet, whatever is the unit. Okay, so we have to find out the 100%. If 40% is 36, then 10% will be what? 10% will be what? 9. Then 100% will be what? 9 into 10, obviously. So 90. So the 100% area is 90 feet square. Okay, you got this? 10% will be 9. Fine now. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. If we add 4 times 9, it will become 36. Okay now. Then 10% multiply by 4, it will give 36 and it will give us 40%. So if 10% is 9, it means 40% will be 36. Okay, if 10% is 9, then it means 100% will be 90. So the answer will be 90 feet square. Fine. Okay, so this is all about the today's video. We will discuss some more questions related to 3D constructions. Today we will discuss only about the 2D constructions. In next lecture we will discuss about the 3D construction. Okay, we will discuss about the surface area and volumes of different kinds of geometries. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the videos, please subscribe and share. Thank you.